it's alright. I can't tell if it's the right moment, but baby, anyhow, I can't hold it in anymore. 'Cause it's starting to come out. I've been holding it in for too long. Yeah, it's starting to come out. And I can't pretend anymore. Oh, I'm yours. Never thought I'd even try. After just one day, it's special. Yeah, but there is something in your eyes. Ooh, one false move and you'll be gone. You made me, it's alright. I can't tell if it's the right moment, but baby, anyhow, I can't hold it in anymore. No, 'cause it's starting to come out. I've been holding it in for too long. Yeah, it's starting to come out. And I can't pretend anymore. Ooh, I'm yours. Starting to come out. Starting to come out. Starting to come out. Oh, I'm yours. Starting to come out. Starting to come out. I'm yours. I know that I just met you, but you look, oh girl, you blow my mind. I know what I would like to do, but you just keep on talking. I see your dog needs walking. Your folk drive you insane. I know, yeah, that's true. Of course, you ain't the one to blame. Keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking to me, but I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. Sure, I like to listen. It's not like I don't wanna know. It's just that you've been talking to me 3 nights in a row. I think it's time to let go. Forget the past, just lose control. 'Cause life's too short for yapping. Come on and dance, come give me soul. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking. You keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking, but I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you. I just wanna see you.
Here we go, put this miserable song on repeat. 'Cause you seem to forget how much you are hurting me. Do what's right, you say you will, but then you don't. You just don't. You don't care, 'cause you don't take me seriously. What's there to repair if you don't wanna talk to me? to feel my presence. So you thought I would let this slip. Thought you knew me so much better. You're on a lifetime sentence. So now you never feel my presence. So you thought I would let this slip. Thought you knew me so much better. So you thought I would let this slip. Thought you knew me so much better. Yeah, yeah.
In this moment,
Yes.
I cannot say what's wrong or right.
No.
It's not hard to fool me,
No.
'cause I'm addicted to the good life.
Yes.
Yeah, lead the way, I follow. No need to say
No.
where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all, to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now, before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good lies, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Ooh, susceptible now, before the moment flies. It's not a problem,
No.
'cause I know what I'm getting into.
Yes.
Yeah, and nothing can stop me,
No.
'cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all.
Testing, 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 testing.
'Cause I'll buy no matter
Pop,
what.
pop.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got the sounds coming down.
susceptible now,
Hit that like button, people.
before the
Your
moment
godfather just flew out to Miami,
so tell
done a podcast with my home team here.
susceptible now,
Actually, started to not even do the show tonight. Started to not even do the show tonight because honestly, I am tired. But you know what? I'm a professional and the show must go on. Only thing I ask you guys to do is make sure we keep the engagement up over 50%. That's the likes, dislikes, whatever. And don't be surprised if we get a lot of people in here tonight that are new to the channel. In case you don't know, my name is Kevin Samuels. I'm a professional image consultant. My job is to make sure you look good, smell great, and are your best each and every day. But most people came over here to hear me talk about relationships with men and women. Now, here's the thing. Keep the likes up or you'll hear this song loud in your ear. And if you don't want to hear that song loud in your ear, please, 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 please keep it up. How are we doing today? You know, I'm trying to get back in the mood to do this because last night I said that we were going to talk about late bloomers. Late bloomers. Then I woke up today and about 2 or 3 o'clock today, I just noticed my Instagram numbers started to jump, pop, pop, pop. And all my numbers started to move, and I'm like, what happened? Uh-oh. What happened? Well, we went viral on World Star. World Star again. Shout out to World Star Hip Hop. And you know, it was a clip of a show I did while I was in LA. Now, as usual, there were some people who liked it, and most people, it would think it was a productive call, but like many other things, sometimes people just don't want to hear what they need to hear. And you know, all you can do is what you can do. Oh, scent of the evening, Teddy. I'm wearing Teddy from Penhaligons. Candle of the evening, Diptyque Bay. So, go look on the video and you'll see what happened. I stand by what I said then. I stand by it now. I think I was pretty dadgum reasonable, you know. And I would tell you this: if you one of those people who think you're gonna just send me crazy messages, all you're doing is getting yourself blocked. That's all. That's all. That's all. Let's see. Auto level. Testing, testing. No, I don't want to do that. Manual. Testing, testing, testing. How do we want the EQ? So now we got it going. Got the microphone, got this, got that. Late bloomers. Late bloomers. What is a late bloomer? A late bloomer is most people in this room. Most people in this room and many folks in the Black community. Late bloomers are people who get all the information a little bit too late. Let's say late bloomers are great. Late bloomers are people in the danger zone. Ladies in the danger zone. What's that? Between the ages of 27 and 35. There are people who can be late bloomers, meaning they just are now getting it figured out. Also, you can be a late bloomer if you're from 18 to 26. There are a lot of women in that area who are still virgins.
Danger zone!
Danger zone, 18 and 25 to 27 to 35. In other words, late bloomer is up till about 40 years old, meaning you did not get the information, but the benefit of being a late bloomer is honestly being a late bloomer can honestly be better. Why? Because you know what does not work. I actually talked to a lady last week or week before last who honestly won. She was married, multiple children, successful husband, stay-at-home mother, everything surface-wise that many women would like today. However, she honestly felt like she wanted to go back to school or do something and have a life of more significance. And people in the chat room were like, what? See, that's what happens when you win too early. She sounded like she married her high school sweetheart, her college sweetheart, right? And when all you know is winning don't seem that special anymore. But if you're a late bloomer, maybe you're a woman and you went to the prom with your homegirl, or you didn't go to the prom. Maybe you were an Angie in college. You were a solid 4, 5, or 6. Not just with 6, solid 4, 5, or 6. The guys were never really checking for you. I mean, you weren't necessarily unattractive. You just kind of got lost. Late bloomers almost kind of relate to the invisible scenario. And a lot of guys relate to being a late bloomer too. I grew late, but I grew 9 inches in one summer. Late bloomers often feel like they missed out on a lot because people had a good time in high school or in college. Well, if that's you, if you feel like you are a late bloomer, you haven't had a lot of dating history, successful relationship history, um, I'm talking to you. If you're a guy and you're just now getting yourself together after 30, you know, really after 35, because between 18 and 30 is when a man's getting his head together. But let's just say you're a guy and you're finally getting yourself together after 35, okay? I'm talking to you. If you type in all caps, you will be timed out. Don't do that. Please don't do that. And I'm here to tell you, being a late bloomer for today's conversation is better. Why, Olivia? Olivia, why is being a late bloomer better? Because late bloomers can appreciate winning when they finally win. It's kind of like I want you to think about a scenario. Imagine you live in New York City, Dallas, Houston. You live in a big city. And in big cities, sometimes they do maintenance on the electrical system, the water system, things like that. And once a year in New York City, they will shut all the water off. And they let you know this is going to happen. The thing is, the funniest thing happens when you know the water is going to be shut off. People start filling up the bathtub full of water, filling up the toilet, filling up extra pots and pans, putting water in bottles, all kind of crazy stuff. Because the water is going to be shut off. Why? Because they don't want to be without. These are the people who are used to having something, took it for granted, and then you let them know it's going to go away. All right? That would be the first scenario. You won so much to where you got to lose to realize what you had. What about if you came to this country and you actually lived in a place where you did not have consistent quality running water, a stable power grid? You actually had to travel to get clean, safe water. That had to be figured into your life. If you move to a place to where all you have to do is walk 10 steps, turn on the faucet, and have all the water you could ever want and more, you appreciate the little things more. Now, I'm going to look down in the chat room. We got 2,800 people in here. We should have close to, 14, we're about 100, 200 likes short. We need to get the likes up. Get the likes up. Late bloomers appreciate it more. And that is where you ladies who are late bloomers can win. Think about it this way. Remember when I say high value women have the exuberance of a baby and a puppy. That's a big dog, but not a puppy. You should win on exuberance. You should be happy to just get it. And this happens all the time in sports. Somebody's had a dominating career in this NBA franchise, that NBA franchise, and at the end of their career, they go somewhere just to win a championship. Late bloomers, you're trying to win a championship at the end of your career, all right? So, how many people in the comment section relate to being a late bloomer? How many people relate to being a late bloomer? If you do, put a 1 in the chat room. Now, we got almost 3,000 people in here. Guys, come on. We're going to need at least 5 more people to throw something in the bucket, man. Especially considering I've been working all day too. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Let's not slip. All right. So that's you. A lot of people saying that's you. That's you. That's you. That's you. That's you. Then what are you going to do about it? If you are a late bloomer, what you need to do is you have to stop digging. First off, stop digging. Number 2, recognize you should be able to win inside of 24 months. as long, ladies, inside 24 months, you should be able to win. If your body is in shape and your mind is in shape. If your body is in shape and your head is on straight, you really just have to get out there and make yourself available to the men who are looking for someone like you. Ladies, actually, as late bloomers, can actually win easier because men are simply looking for fit, feminine, cooperative, and single. Fit, feminine, cooperative, and single. Fit, feminine, cooperative, and single. Or fit, friendly, cooperative. Fit, feminine, cooperative, and single. Are you fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, and single? Are you these things? 3FCS. If you're fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, and single, this really becomes a simple matter of numbers. This is you going out by yourself instead of with your homegirls, going out, sitting at the bar at your local steakhouse, not in a pack, that kind of stuff. This is when you sit down with a professional matchmaker, an image consultant, personal trainer, therapist, and matchmaker. I tell you, those women are valuable. Those women are valuable on the market. To find out you've had counseling, all right, your stock goes up. You got a personal trainer, your stock goes up. You're working with a matchmaker, you start seeing what's available. But you got to get out into the world and start moving with a sense of urgency. You're a late bloomer, you don't have time to waste. What about if you're a late bloomer as a guy? This is when you have to actually start paying for the learning curve. This is where the personal trainer, the image consultant, dating coach, all that stuff comes into it. Style coach, interpersonal communication, all these things. This is where you have to invest that $15,000 in one calendar year. Yeah, I said it. Oh man, I thought you said it was 10. Nope. Now if you're a late bloomer, because you're trying to get caught up as a late bloomer. And if you're not willing to invest, seriously, money tells the truth. People can say a lot with their mouth, but what they do with their money tells the truth. How many guys in the chat room are late bloomers and they want to win inside of the next 24 months? See, guys, you can actually do. Let me do this real quick. Guys, if you're trying to win inside the next 24 months, I don't know why people keep coming and asking these questions. Worry about yourself. Don't worry about me. Worry about you. Let me do this. Every time I see somebody do this, I just want to go ahead and boot them out of my chat room. I'm going to use the young lady Ashley that I spoke to earlier last week, right? Earlier this week, I spoke to Ashley and I was like, one of the biggest problems that women like yourself have is you're always trying to worry about everybody else. Stop worrying about everybody else. This is when it's time to get selfish. Make yourself a priority. Cut your girlfriends off. Cut your family and them off. And get really focused on becoming the best version of yourself and making yourself available. This is when you may actually have to move out of... I see what's going on. You may actually have to move. Go to another state. Oh, I see what's going on. We're streaming too heavy. All right, folks, hold on just a second. I'm going to need you to hit refresh in 15 seconds. Hit refresh. Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, man. Let's see. Is it back up? Testing. 1, 2. There it is. All right. So we gotta let people join back in. It shut down for a second. Click to install. Oh my God. Now you got a white screen. We back. Install later. All right. We're not going to be doing the music and carrying on then. Let's get to it. All right. So this is the time where you got to actually start getting selfish. Take care of you. Do you. Put mom and daddy and friends them to the side. Everybody got to go. You have to make sure that everybody realizes that you have no more time to waste and it's time to focus on you. And this is a real problem when you have like a big heart. When you got a big heart and you care about everybody, you feel guilty about putting yourself first. You feel guilty about putting yourself first because you feel like if I win, then I look at, especially, I look at my mother and her sisters. Whenever one of them had a boyfriend, the other two seemed like they were unhappy. Okay? And you have to make sure that you're the one that's doing what you need to do to get what you need. This is supposed to be about outcomes and being happy in life. They should be happy for you wanting something better. Right? They should be happy for you wanting something better. And you should not feel guilty for actually getting out here and doing something that's going to make you happy. See, one thing I would say for many folks is you've been guilted into not being able to enjoy life, especially if you grew up like in a Bible Belt like I did. Any kind of pleasure or enjoyment was always frowned upon. It's like, oh, you going to hell. Everything you was going to go to hell. No, don't go to hell and don't live in hell on this planet. Enjoy yourself. I want this to be the last season you spend with the sad face. Late bloomers, ladies, put a plan together to get yourself out there and do better. Gentlemen, understand something. Same for you. You don't have to keep digging. You can stop. And the funny thing is, what a late bloomer to the right person means something else. It means, guess what? You don't have a lot of mileage on you. Late bloomers can be cool to folks because they're like, good. Especially as a woman. That means she ain't been out here real hard and put the bed wet. Learn how to use what you have to your advantage. Instead of wishing you were tall, learn how to dress for your height. Shorter men and big guys, when they have their style on point, they kick tall guys' ass in style. Always have. I've said this for years. Ladies, maybe you're not a 9 in the face. Maybe you're a 6. Maybe you're cute. But you have an incredible personality and you make everybody better when you are around. People love it when you're around. That's the whole thing about your internet. That's the thing about the internet. I mean, not the internet. That's the thing about being a late bloomer. You can appreciate winning because you lost for so long. You can't wait to get to the good part. When we gonna get to the good part? That's right, the good part. You ready to get to the good part? You're not ready to wait and play games. You're ready to get on with the getting on, right? What just happened there? I became the best version of myself, getting married in 21 days. Fit, feminine, and friendly, activated. That's what's up. So in 2021, I'm going to start profiling more people who are successful in their destination. And I said about couples, right? So my goal is to profile at least one successful couple a month. Sit them down, do an interview, whether it's a live stream or pre-recorded video, but I want to profile it. Centerpiece, boom, like a calendar. The couples of 2021. And I also want to add I also want to talk to people who are in process. So people who are not where they want to be, but way on into the possibility. Because people who are in process, if you're a late bloomer, you are likely a prize or a catch to a person who's can understand where you're coming from. So instead of saying you want to see, somebody said, I definitely want to see the profiling. Instead of wanting to see the profiling, why don't you get in the profile? That's what I also want to stress. Instead of being voyeurs, you need to become participants. Tracy, since you looked at it, you know what, Tracy? You've been on my channel watching my videos for months, and you're welcome. But you know what? I don't ever recall you donating to my channel. One time. I see you on my channel, on my platform, 3-4 times a week for months. I don't ever recall you. I mean, you're not a member of the channel. You're not a Patreon. Why? Why is it that I don't recall seeing you donate? Because I see you, especially because I see you here, and you're always so active and talking. I'm curious, and I'm using Tracy. I'm speaking to Tracy. Yes, Kevin. What? Yeah, you said yes, Kevin. What does that mean? Yes, Kevin. Kevin. Yes, Kevin. What's the answer? Have you donated to my channel? I mean, if you have, let me know when. Because especially people who, and why do I say that? Because I just said that whole thing. This is YouTube. What about it? Especially when I see somebody who's active. You're right. I am here a lot. I know, but Tracy, that's not the answer. So what you're saying is you're here, but you don't participate. You talk. You come here to interact. Okay, so see, Tracy's always hating. So see, what I should do is I should block you and people like you. Why? Because you imagine I had a restaurant in the food court, right? Imagine I had a restaurant in the food court. Tracy and people like Tracy are the people who come by and will gladly take my free samples. And then if you ever ask them, take your free sample every day. But then if you asked her, hey, when are you gonna shop here? When are you gonna buy something here? Oh, I don't like chicken. Well, wait a minute. You eat my free chicken samples. My chicken on a stick, you eat it all the time. When are you gonna order something? When are you gonna? I mean, 3-4 times a week. When are you going to? When are you gonna do something? Tracy. Now she's gone quiet. See, that's what I mean by being a voyeur and not a participant. So what you have not said. So what you have not said is why you haven't donated anything, and that's okay. You don't have to, but then also shouldn't be upset if you can't talk anymore. Okay. Well, silence is an answer. Silence is an answer. No, you're here, right? Well, you were. Well, no, she's not catching heat. I'm just making a point. See, there are people who come over here and they say they don't like my channel. They're always in here with something contentious to say. They always there's it's like I just blocked this other person. Some of you people that I'm talking to, you need therapy seriously. To come to a place where you say you don't like the person, don't like the content, yet you're here. Please go away. Go find something better to do with your life. We won't miss you and we won't begrudge you for being gone. But what you can't do is you can't come over here and eat the chicken samples, talk about how the chicken is prepared, eat the chicken samples 3 or 4 times. I mean, eat the chicken samples, get full on the chicken samples, talk about how the chicken is prepared, and then when you say, "Hey, when are you gonna patronize? When are you gonna buy something from the restaurant?" Oh, I'm not. Okay. See, you just block people like that. But you don't just block them. You let them know why they're blocked. Let me give you an example. It's like people who don't like to tip. I know that black people have a reputation for not tipping. So when I get poor service in a restaurant and I get to the point to where I'm not going to leave you a tip, and it has to be very, very bad. Not just there was something really bad. Or when I'm going to leave you less than 15%, I will pull the waiter or server over and say, "Hey, David, Tracy, let me tell you, I left you 10%. And here's why. I had to continue to ask you to refill my drink. You took 20 minutes to bring my check back when after checkout. I let them know why I did not tip you. So they can't say, "Oh, black people." No, I let them know. Let people know when something's not okay. And I don't think Tracy is going to feel any kind of way about, being blocked for not speaking. She says I'm here, and she has no problem saying what she wants. And we're talking about $5. All you had to do was, instead of going back and forth, you just could have hit it. So cool. So here's what we're gonna do. Tonight's show is going to be short because there are internet issues going on, but I did want to make sure we talked about late bloomers. Tomorrow night show is the Friday night show. We're going to follow up from a lot of things this week. We're going to talk about the mess that happened in Dallas. We're going to talk about Gabrielle Sidibe. We're going to talk about a lot of things. And one thing is this, Obsidian brought up a good point. If Tawana Burke missed Me Too, and if you haven't seen Tawana Burke, she's not an attractive woman. That's not a diss. She's not an attractive woman by any stretch of the imagination. And then Gabby Sidibe. If those two women can win, get a man, a fiance in 2020, then that means what for you? Yeah, I don't let people who talk like if you can't speak in the possessive tense, ma'am, please go back to English class. See, let me tell a lot of you angry, upset black women something. You're in the wrong place to think you're going to get a rise out of me. I'll just block you. And whether I block you here or I block you in the comment section, I actively remove detractors from my platform. This is not a democracy. If you have something negative to say about the person who runs the channel, I don't want you here. Neither should you want to be here. And no one needs to hear you when you're leaving out of the door. Just leave. Quietly leave. Supposed to be some of the most educated women in the world. The possessive tense. He's. What is wrong? I don't know what the problem is, but we seem to be having some network issues too, guys. So don't give her a hard time. Don't give her a hard time. Yeah, blocking is good. Blocking is good for the soul. Because here's the thing, we're moving forward. I'm glad that video went viral because I'm looking at the angry responses from some women, and I'm like, see, they're still on that old color purple gender war stuff. See, I find it interesting that you ladies can tell men they're not up to par, not up to snuff. You ain't tall enough. You ain't muscular enough. You don't make enough money. You ain't a whole lot of things. You ladies have no problems telling men they're not up to your standard. You have no problem. Matter of fact, you guys make songs about it. Some of you ladies take thrills in it, and it is hurting your feelings that many of you are starting to hear men say no. It is hurting your feelings that you walk around here thinking that you were the shit and you're just a human being like the rest of us. And you got to get out here and compete too. Or you don't have to, but you can die alone. This is the way of the world, ladies. You might as well get ready for it. This is how it is going forward. The ladies who want to do better, move better, are getting their mind and their body and their spirit in the right place to try to work and cooperate with a man, while you angry PhDs and dog owners who think that butter won't melt in your mouth, you're just sitting over there by yourself, and that's fine. Everybody else is going on down the street. Everything else going on down the street. Yeah, buffering. I guess it's buffering, guys. So we're going to shut this down. I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. This is going to be a short show. Tomorrow night we're gonna have a longer show, and then we may actually do a show on Saturday night because this one was so short. But I wanted to stay on the schedule. Appreciate you guys so much. Bye-bye.